It's mailbag time here at the Raiders Report, and if you want to join me this weekend, I'm going to be at Red Tail at Resorts World doing a Raiders pregame and watch party from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Please come ahead and join me in the entire Black Hole group. How do you get your tickets? Go to theBlackHoleEvents.com. Use code Mitch to save 10% off. I'm going to be there for every Raiders home game, so even if you're not going to be there this weekend, book your tickets in advance because they are going to go quickly. What up, Kaoss 650? What up, what up? If Ferrell is traded, is there a center available that could step straight into the spot? If the O-line gets it together, chances making the Super Bowl. The number one center that I think makes the most sense from a realistic standpoint is Matt Hennessy. He's the center right now for the Atlanta Falcons. He's a lot better than Andre James, and Atlanta drafted a center this year, in the fourth round. Appreciate the super chat from WSC. What up, Jay Youngblood? Change it from Chucky Heads to Madden Booms. Madden Booms, mic drop. I mean, Madden has definitely been somebody that we've considered doing having his heads on the show. Sounds weird. Let's go to Hollywood Silva. We got what the heck is going on with Incognito? Incognito had a calf strain, and the calf strain is in the same leg as that he had the Achilles tear last year, so they're just playing it safe. But I agree, it's been a lot longer than I ever anticipated it being. Let's go to E-Maney. Sign John Madden as head coach. I think you're being sarcastic by the laughing emoji because, yes, I would never have John Madden at head coach at this point. Let's go to Skitty Black. Give Brandon Parker some love. You roasted him last season. I think you DM'd me this, and yes, I did roast Brandon Parker last season, and I've roasted Brandon Parker basically since he's been a Raider. Was he better this past week? Yes, I did think that he stepped up. Was he still a good right tackle? Can I rely on Brandon Parker? No, I really don't think I can, but he has stepped up, and he's been a lot better than Alex Otherwood. I will 100% give him that. Let's go to Kirk Hall. What up, Kirk? Death Stars over Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. I like Death Stars. I actually do actually like this idea. I just don't know if we're going to be able to use it because of certain rights in Disney, and they have all these because they own technically Death Stars. Let's go to Aaron. Bring back Jamarcus Russell and put him in for Andre James. Laugh out loud. Hit them likes. Raiders. Maybe we should do Jamarcus blank tapes instead of Chucky Heads. Like the idea. Let's go to Ricky Spanish. Will the Raiders extend Josh Jacobs? This might be a very unpopular opinion in the Raiders community, but no. I don't see the Raiders extending Jacobs. He's a good running back, but considering the fact of his injury history, the amount of money that you'd probably have to end up paying him, he's going to end up getting like $8, $9, $10 million, I would say. If you could guarantee me that he's going to be healthy, maybe my answer changes, but the running back position is the easiest position to be able to replace on the offensive side of the football in the NFL. So for that reason, I'm going to say no. I do not see the Raiders extending Jacobs. In fact, a surprise cut candidate could actually be Jacobs next season. He's going to make $3 million, right? And I would be absolutely shocked if they ended up doing this. Maybe if he had a crazy injury that I don't know about. But cutting Jacobs next year literally costs the Raiders nothing. And so I would say this year and next year will be the final 2 years for Jacobs in a Raiders uniform. Now, if the Raiders do cut Jacobs or if they do extend him, I'll be the first one to sit here and say, you know what, I'm going to take an L on that one, and I'd be extremely happy for the young man. But we will keep you guys up to date. Videos the entire off season as well. Like, making videos during the season is easy, but we give you literally videos every single day. February, March, April, May, June, July. If I can give you guys videos every single day in the year of 2020, can guarantee I'm going to give you videos every single day in the year of 2022. All right, let's go to Billy Lockdown Johnson. If the Raiders extend Crosby, what contract would he get? If Crosby's agent does his job, I don't see how Crosby gets anything under $20 million a year. 5 years, $20 million. $100 million contract, and he's getting probably $60 million guaranteed. Now, that's if he actually takes maybe a little bit of a team-friendly deal, because there's some defensive ends out there making 23, 24, and if everyone thinks he's one of the best defensive ends in the league, which he's been playing like right now, he could get even more than $20 million. But the number that I'm going to sit at is this. Would you pay Maxx Crosby with 2 X's $20 million per year? Type P for pay, or what you go ahead and say T for too much. If you wouldn't pay Max more than $20 million a year, I don't know if you would keep him, because there's going to be a team out there that's going to go out and say, okay, this guy's going to be 25 years old. He's only 24 now. He's absolutely wrecking the league. And I also think that you do have to go ahead and pay him $20 million because he's the face of your franchise. Yes, Derek Carr is there, but Crosby wants to be a Raider. He wants to be a Raider for life. He is everything that I think every NFL team wants. A hard-working fourth-round pick that totally makes it in the league and gets everybody around him better. I'm going to go ahead and type P for pay. Let's go to Chef BigAng. What position you taking in the first round next year? Somebody on the offensive line. I don't know if it's going to be a right tackle. I don't know if it's going to be a center. If I could have any pick that I want, give me the center from Iowa, because the center from Iowa, man, is he's probably one of the best center prospects that I've seen in a while, and I can't remember his name, but I think, though, he's probably going to go top 10. That's how good he is. Let's go. What up, Scoob? I'm going to the Raiders versus Eagles game, but won't get to the party with you since I'm going to be at the game. Recommend any things to do. I mean, what time are you going to the game? You can come to my pregame party. The pregame party starts at 10 a.m., and then you can bounce before the game starts. That's an opportunity, but I'm also going to be there Saturday night at Redtail, I believe, so if anybody wants to come grab a beer with me at Redtail, probably late at night, I'll probably be there at like 11 o'clock, so let me know. What up, Big Shane, Raider Nation for life? Change it from Chucky heads to Goldberg heads. Maybe we'll change it to Big Shane heads. I don't know. I'm not going to do Goldberg because I can't guarantee Rich Bisaccia is going to be with the Raiders his entire career, and I want to do something that's around the Raiders for forever. All right, Angel Perez, appreciate the big $20 super chat. What is up with Marcus Mariota? We saw a great play with him week 1, and he's been banged up since he's finally off IR. Do you think that the Raiders will use him this week? I don't really have a good answer on this one. I think the Raiders want to kind of save him for goal-to-go situations, and the fact that they didn't really need to use him, I mean, it was a 31-10 blowout. Like, we got to remember that. The Raiders were in control of this game basically the entire time, so why put somebody who's got an injury history out on the field when you don't really need to? Mariota could actually also be a guy to keep in mind for a potential trade candidates because there's going to be teams out there looking for quarterbacks. Let's go to James Gomez. Is Mariota a trade asset for any of our other team needs, offensive line, defensive line, DB? Sure, the issue is what do you want from Mariota, because I think he is one of the most over-hyped up players that Raider fans have. Like, I did a poll in the offseason, what would you want for Mariota in a trade, and 60% of the votes came in for a first-round pick. You ain't getting a first, you ain't getting a second, you'd be lucky to get a third, you'd probably get a fourth or a fifth-round pick, and the only other issue is if Carr goes down, then you got to rely on Nathan Peterman. And I definitely don't want that because the Raiders, they aren't moving on from Peterman. His contract's already guaranteed. Now, if you guys want to come party with me, please, please, please go to theblackholeevents.com. I'm going to be doing a pregame and watch party from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Redtail in Resorts World. It is right now the most popular, and yes, the most popular hotel in all of Las Vegas. We're going to have the Violator there, Gorilla Rilla, Senior Raider. It's going to be a black hole party. So if you guys have never been to a black hole tailgate, you got to come ahead and get it going. It's going to be absolutely insane. I think we're going to get close to 400, 500 people there. So get your tickets first at theblackholeevents.com. Use code Mitch to save 10% off. It also, tells them that I went ahead and sent you. If you're looking for exclusive tickets, hit me up on Instagram at MitchellRens365. If you buy an exclusive ticket, you're going to be coming on the Raiders Report. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Let's go to Cameron Sprow. Hey, Mitch, handicap the chances. I think you mean any chances of getting Tyler Linderbaum in the 2022 draft. So Linderbaum, I'm going to go very, very, very good. The issue is this. Linderbaum's probably going to go, I don't know, in the top 10. I mean, that's the center out of Iowa that I was talking about. I mean, he's just an absolute monster. Jeremy says he's the best lineman in the draft. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that, but he's probably one of the biggest reasons why that Iowa offensive line is as good as what it is. But if I get Linderbaum, hell yeah, man, I'd take him in a heartbeat. Let's go to Hanzo. What do you think of Desmond Trufant's signing? I'd probably give it a C grade. It's a little bit of depth. He's a good veteran, but it does worry me about what that means exactly for Trayvon Mullen and Damon Arnett. Reyes, you're next up here on the Raiders Report. My man, what about that tackle that used to play for the Chiefs? I think you're talking about Mitchell Schwartz, so he's a right tackle. Usually when a player as good as Schwartz is still left on the free agent market, it means he's not 100% healthy, but Schwartz would be a name that, yes, I would actually keep in mind as a right tackle. Let's go to Puro. What up, my man? Trade ideas. Ferrell, Littleton, Arnett, Kwiatkowski, number 55, need to go. Nick Kwiatkowski would be up there. Ferrell would be up there. Arnett. I just don't see a team trading for Cory Littleton in his contract because, remember, the Raiders have been pushing back Cory Littleton's deal. They've been pushing it back to create some extra cap space. So Littleton next year is going to end up making, I think it's like $19-20 million. Nobody's going to pay that. Let's go to Trask Morgan. Are the Raiders Super Bowl contenders? Yes and no. When they play their best game, if you can beat the Baltimore Ravens, you're a Super Bowl contender. When you play as bad as they did the other day against the Bears, then no, you're not. We'll see going forward, though. Let's go to Daniel Rodriguez. What's the deal with Ha Ha? Still on the practice squad. Why not bring him into the active roster? The biggest issue with Ha Ha, he's just not that good, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. He's not a good coverage safety. Jonathan Abrams been very reliable. The only reason why Ha Ha Clinton-Dix was on the team is simply because, just in case Abram ended up going down. And Abrams been good. Let's go to Jiggly Cow Udders. What a freaking, this is unbelievable. What is a realistic trade package to get Matt Hennessy? I think he would help us a lot. A 5th round pick. I think if you give up a 5th round pick to go out and get Matt Hennessy, a young center drafted in the 3rd round in the 2020 draft, if you give up a 5th rounder for him, I think that'd be enough to get him. What up, Scoob? Where is the pregame party at? It's at Red Tail. It's at Red Tail at Resorts World. The link is below. Go to theBlackHoleEvents.com. Scroll down. You're going to see a picture. Jeremy, show the picture one more time. It's going to show this of Raiders at the Eagles. You click on that and buy tickets, and then you can come and drink and eat some food. So come ahead and do it. It is 21 and over, though, so please keep that in mind, Scoop. Use code Mitch, 10% off. All right, y'all, this is a Raiders mailbag. I think we're only going to answer the Super Chats, and then I'm going to get the heck out of here. Sean, what up, man? What would it take to acquire Grady Jarrett? I think a 4th round pick, probably. Again, the reason why you target certain players that I did in my trade video, if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It's going to be on the channel on Wednesday. Is because when teams aren't in the playoff hunt, they give up good players for cheap because they want draft picks because they're going to build for the future. 4th round, 5th round pick for Grady Jarrett, I think would be enough. Let's go to Nick. You think losing Gruden is better for our team? Long term, yes. Getting out of the 6-year, $60 million guaranteed that we would owe to Gruden, absolutely. Plus, if we go out and get somebody like Eric Bieniemy, the number one guy that I want is Brian Daboll. You get him instead of Gruden, it's an absolute lock. Now, if I didn't answer you guys' questions, remember, hit me up on Instagram at MitchellRens365. I'll be there. I'll be checking them out. And if you want the deal for the exclusive tickets for my watch party, pregame party this Sunday with the Black Hole, please hit me up. I'm only gonna give out like 10 of them, so it's gonna be first come, first serve. So you better be quick.